Welcome to Hot Garbage.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our very first bonus episode of Hot Garbage, where we are the only trash talk that matters. And today we're talking about Big Brother, because I have watched... You know what? I'm not going to say that because that was my share time, so... So let me stop there. But this is Stephanie and Tyler's first season watching. I've been watching for a while, and I'm going to teach them, and we have a little PowerPoint, and we're going to link the PowerPoint for you guys, so that way you guys can also see it. And, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. And if not, then we're going to cut all that out. So,
we'll figure it out.
Yeah. We're also going on, we don't know what we want these bonus episodes to be, so we're just, like, going on a fly here, So we decided literally 5 minutes ago that we're going to still have It's Fucking Share Time. And so Stephanie's going to go first because Stephanie's ready to talk and she went first yesterday, so.
Hey guys. So my fucking share time. Today I was at work and I was taking a little break. And I was going through Instagram and then I see my friend Catherine, who I cheered with in high school. My junior and senior year of high school, and also we did All-Stars together. She was really quiet, and so I'm looking at her Instagram, and all of a sudden I see, it looks like, or not, I'm not looking at her Instagram, I'm looking at her Instagram post, and I noticed, oh, that looks like a reality TV picture or something, and then I look closer and I'm like, Netflix, and then I'm like, The Ultimatum, Catherine's on The Ultimatum, what? Like, that's crazy. I cannot believe she, like, someone I know, and for her to be on it, it's just really weird. Like, if you knew her in high school, she's just so quiet, and she's just, like, so nice, and I just can't picture her on this show, and I'm just scared, like, what if they make her cry? I'm gonna feel really bad.
They're gonna make her cry.
They're gonna make her cry. I'm so excited to watch this season.
Oh, we're gonna watch her.
Yeah,
We have to.
I've known of people who have been on reality TV shows, but this is the first one the person I actually know, and so I know this. So now that I know her, I know that her boyfriend is real. And, like, I know their relationship is real, so it's not actors.
Real guys.
This is real guys.
Together.
This makes it real. This makes it real life, everyone.
They were for real together.
Yes. And so I'm just so excited. Me and her don't talk anymore, but we just follow each other on Instagram. I think we say congrats to each other. But I don't know why I felt like I couldn't say congrats to, just because...
Is it a congrats?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, like, wow, I don't even know what to say.
On how things worked out for her, it could not be.
Yeah. Right?
Wait till we finish the season, then say congrats.
Right.
Yeah, right? We shouldn't do anything yet.
I'm so nervous to watch,
we also
but I'm
have
so
to remember to be really nice to Catherine, because we don't want her to say anything, because we're mean girls here, and it's easy for us to say things behind people's backs that can't say anything to us. But considering that she knows Stephanie, we have to say nice things.
Yes. I'm sure we're going to say nice things about her. She's really nice. I think everyone will like her.
She gave a Chelsea vibe.
Chelsea.
From Love is Blind. I just threw a name out. Like, it was like, no, like nothing else. So, Chelsea from this past season of Love is Blind, who did she marry? Kwame?
Oh, she kind of does give a Chelsea vibe, yeah. She always reminded me of, I don't know what it was about her, but my best friend Morgan, I don't know why, they just, like, reminded me of each other. I don't know. It might be obvious, but they're both blonde and skinny, so that might be why.
So that's just it.
Yeah. I think they have, like, kind of similar faces, but not really. I don't know. But
you're blonde and skinny. To Stephanie, you look the same.
I'm so racist.
I'm so sorry, Stephanie. It was wide open. I had to.
Okay.
I like bonus episode vibes. This is
This
fun.
is, we're like, what is this vibe that we have right now?
We're just in
All
silly,
we've done
goofy
is
moods.
been mean to Stephanie. Oh God. Me and Tyler are gonna have trolls, and really what our fans are gonna be is all like Stephanie fans that are like, can you guys stop being mean to her? Like she's a really nice person.
No one's gonna do that. You guys are like not mean to me.
On
I know they're
bonus episodes,
joking.
apparently we are. I also shoot you down every time you tell me that you like Jason.
He's so hot. I love him.
The Vanderpump one.
Like, yeah, another one.
Oh yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, that's
Not
a
that.
great thing that we should talk about. This isn't our fucking share time, though, so we should save it for a second. But we should talk about Sandoval going on that trip
Yes.
to Tahoe.
Can we please?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that shit? This is just general share time for hot garbage right now, everybody. Pause and fucking share time.
This is the emergency, guys. We have to talk
This
about
is emergency time. Now we need emergency time jingle too.
It's emergency time.
Oh my gosh, yes!
Damn it.
Like sirens.
You know how hard it is for me to like write riffs for the band? Now you want me to do this shit?
Now we need like 7 jingles.
It has
So,
to have a siren in it somewhere.
Yeah, apparently Sandoval's in Tahoe with everybody and they've forgiven him. What is that bullshit? I said, I hope Sandoval, if they did forgive him, that they forgave Rachel as well. Because if you forgave him, you better have fucking forgave Rachel. Let's be for real right now. Let's be so serious. You need to fucking forgive both of them if you're going to forgive one of them. And if one of them
Yeah.
should have been forgiven, it should have been Rachel, because at least it wasn't your wife. And so
Exactly.
if we're gonna fucking forgive Sandoval, we need to forgive her. But I'm not gonna forgive her, and I hope Ariana drops every single one of you, Sheena.
Yeah.
For
Sheena.
real.
I do want to point out, I told y'all Sheena would pull this shit, though.
Yeah, you did. You did. I
I
really
did.
didn't think that she would do it this time, and she is proving herself to be Sheena.
I
Yeah.
really believed in her.
I did
and
too.
she went and did this.
I'm telling you right now, Sheena, if you fucking totally forgave Sandoval for this shit, I am going to be furious. I'm gonna definitely stop liking you, and I'm gonna want to trade you for Allie permanently.
Yeah. In her defense, I think she did say something about like who said anyone said anything about forgiveness or something like that. And like
That's true. She did say that.
yeah, but she did say something about like, you know, we had a long friendship and it's hard to just throw that away. And I'm like, well, that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Lala did post something yesterday, I believe.
With the Christina Kelly and Katie.
I don't know
Instagram?
about that, but it was just a
Oh.
story. I think it was just a picture of her, and it said, "Are you guys friends with Sandoval again?" And she wrote, "Some of them are, or some of us are." Or something like some people in the group are. Like, I forgot exactly what it was, but I
Lala
think
is
when I
not
read
one
it,
of them.
I implied it could be one of her.
She better not be.
I
Lala,
know.
Lala is not one of them. Lala is
I
not
hope
one
not.
of them. Lala is not forgiving that man. Because that
She
means
better
Lala
not.
After all the
has to
shit
forgive
she
Rachel,
talked.
and she knows it. So she is
Mhm.
not. She sat at that reunion and said people need to be warned of this man. She is not friends with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's Sheena and Schwartz, and honestly, DJ James Kennedy's up in the air, to be honest with you. He could forgive him. Yeah.
I would feel like he would.
Mm-hmm.
Because James just wants to be friends with everyone.
Yeah.
He just wants to be a part of it.
James just wants friends.
Yeah. James really just wants to be liked by people. He really does at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So emergency time over. Back to its fucking share time. Tyler, do you want to go next or me to go next?
You can go ahead.
Okay. So I have been watching Big Brother for a very long time. I've been watching Big Brother since season 13. My Aunt Gail moved in with us from Washington. No, she moved from Washington to North Carolina, and then she moved in with us. And she watched the show, And so I started watching it with her, and that is why I am here now. And she passed away last year, and this is the first season I am watching without her. So you guys honestly have no idea how happy I am that you guys are watching with me, because I lost somebody and now I got other people back. So that's my It's Fucking Share Time. I am so excited to share this with you guys. I know my aunt is so excited.
That makes
We're
me
happy to be a part of it.
Me too. I'm so excited.
My aunt would love this podcast. My aunt would listen to this podcast every fucking week if she was here. I'm telling you right now.
That made me want to watch Big Brother even more. That's like so sweet.
I know. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you guys that. So that's my It's Fucking Share Time. I'm
That's a
so
good
excited.
one.
You have no idea.
Hard to follow up with that one. Tyler.
That's why I asked Tyler if he wanted to go
Yeah.
first, but it's fine.
It's fine. I don't appreciate the fact that the planet that I live and pay taxes on is constantly trying to kill me.
That's true.
Like
That's super
every
true.
fucking day, it's been like 100 degrees, and I'm just
Well, that's because we
I
have
hate
climate crisis.
every second of it. I know, and I live in Texas, but I hate it. I hate every second of it.
Yeah.
Life is miserable.
Yeah. And if the
dying.
planet's not actively trying to kill us, the people running it are.
Yeah,
Our government wants to kill us.
yeah.
And just
Life's
so
great.
everybody understands where all of us stand, every single person in the government wants to kill us. That includes everybody.
Yep.
There are no
Right,
exemptions
left,
from
they all
it.
All bad.
All of them. So when somebody comes back, well, what about Biden? It's, yeah, I hate him too. Okay, what do you
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
from me?
Yep.
So let's just throw that out there.
Yep.
So good share time. I really like your share time because it gets me going. Like every time it gets me going.
Good. I'm
Pumping
glad my
you
dumb
up.
thoughts help.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the last time I'm going to see you guys because I'm about to pull up my PowerPoint. So
Okay, we'll see you in a little.
I'll see you guys on the other side.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so are you smarter than a Big Brother player? Probably. That's what the title of this is, okay? I want to let you guys know something right now. Most of the people that come on Big Brother are recruits. What that means is they did not really apply to be on the show, and they found them, and then they applied to be on the show. And pretty much gave them a spot on the cast, okay? A lot of these people don't know what Big Brother is. A lot of these people don't know anything. So after you watch this PowerPoint, you will probably be smarter than a Big Brother player. Okay? Just to so you guys understand. So, our first rule at our first competition is the HOH, which means head of household. Okay? So, what the HOH is they play a competition, and it's on the beginning of the week. It's on Thursdays, which is on my next slide, and I probably should have put it on this one, but it's fine. But every Thursday they have a competition, and it's who is going to win power for the week. So one person wins. That one person nominates two people to go on the block or go home. Keep that in mind because that's our next rule, okay? So the HOH is picking these people, okay?
So wait, go on the block means go home, or is this
No.
go on the block or goes home?
Sits on the block / one of those two people goes home. Ignore
Okay,
that if
gotcha.
it's confusing you because I will get into it more in a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay? So, basically, this one person wins for the entire week. And what that person wins is safety for the entire week, meaning they cannot go home, no matter what. They get a letter from home and a bunch of family photos because they are locked in a house, so they have no contact with the outside world. So the only contact that they get are letters from home and family photos. They'll always come upstairs and they'll be like, oh, who wants to see my HOH room? And then everybody goes upstairs and they reveal the HOH room. It's a thing. It's a bit. It's annoying. It's fine. But the great thing is that everybody really likes the letters from home and the family photos that everybody gets because it's like a connection to outside. So it's really cute and it's really nice. They also get a goodie basket with treats and like different things. They get their own mini fridge. They get like all their favorite snacks because in the Big Brother house, they are allotted a certain amount of food. Like once a week, they get a grocery delivery of a bunch of different groceries, and then they have to make that last for the week. They're a lot less stingy about that now in like the modern eras. They're not as like when it first started, you used to have to compete for food. Like you used to have to like compete for your own food.
What?
Yeah, so like it was like they would have food competition. So it was like you won meats for the week, you won desserts for the week, you won alcohol for the week. They don't really give them alcohol much anymore because some people were getting a little tipsy.
Yeah.
And so
I can understand like a lot of things going wrong with how they were doing that.
So they do still give them alcohol every once in a while. Usually it's like for somebody's birthday or something like that, they'll give them alcohol. But when you're HOH, they usually give you alcohol for like yourself, like a 6-pack of beer or like wine or something. So that comes with getting HOH. They also get their very own room upstairs to themselves with their own bathroom. Usually people use the bathroom and everything, but it is your own. You have your own space basically in this house because everybody lives in this house together and shares the space. You all live in the same bedrooms. At first they share beds because there's not enough beds. So the HOH room is like this huge thing. Any questions, everybody?
Were you asking something, Stephanie?
Oh, I was like, with random people? Like, but of course with
Yeah.
random people. They don't know anyone. Ugh,
Completely random
that.
people. Usually the girls will find like another girl and like partner up with each other.
Mhm.
Yeah, like usually everybody's pretty okay because it is weird.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is weird.
Up until you talked about the part with their own room and their own bathroom, I was like, it's funny how like the winner of each week basically gets like the basic rights of like people in prison.
Yes. No, literally. When the show first started, they didn't even have washing machines. Like they have a washing machine and like a dryer outside now. At first they didn't even have that. They used to have to like literally sit there with a hose and like a washboard, and like one of the rewards was like, oh, you get to get your laundry sent away. Literally.
What the fuck?
But like it was like really like low budget back in the day, so they would have like, oh, I'll tell you more about it because it's very different from what the show used to be. It's very different, but I still have fun.
It used
show
to just
sounds
be
great,
human
Art.
rights violations.
Yeah, no, completely human rights violations, like completely. Like
God.
What happens when they run out of food?
they never run out of food. They're never gonna run out of food.
Alright.
Yeah, before they used to run out of food, and then you get to eat like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Now they have slop. It's like part of like the have not thing. We'll get there.
Okay. I was like, well, I don't know what that is.
They just eat the other cast members.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. So this is a continuation of HOH. So this is the HOH competition. So it's played every Thursday after the Live of Fiction. Until the winner of the HOH is revealed, the live feeds are off. There are some exceptions, like the endurance comps, like what you see over here on the side. This is the top picture is the slip and slide, which is my favorite competition of Big Brother. Basically, they have soap and a little incline. It's not that much of an incline, but it's enough. And you have to like walk with like these socks uphill on soap, and people just fall. It's really funny. I love it.
Sounds awesome.
And then the bottom one is the wall competition, and basically you just have to hold on to like this inclined wall for as long as you can. These are two staples that you'll probably see. These are competitions that are aired on the live feeds. Like, we're allowed to watch these endurance competitions because sometimes they go on for hours. They'll tell us when we're allowed to do that, but most of the time it's off. The competition is then aired on Sundays. So we find out the winner on Thursdays, but then the episode airs on Sundays. Okay? So I just want to make that clear.
Okay.
So our next rule is the nomination / the nominees. This is what I was talking about before. Okay? So this is what on the block means. There are only 2 people that are vulnerable to go home. And if you sit there on Thursday night, you could be one of the 2 people going home. These nominations can change throughout the week. Okay? So the HOH, who I have a couple pictures of. This is Cody. Can you see my mouse?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Cody. He was HOH, and this is him nominating 2 people. So he's nominating these 2 people for eviction. Only these 2 people can go home at this point, okay? Meaning,
Okay.
on Thursday night, they're either going to vote for this chick or they're going to vote for this dude, okay?
Okay.
So this is the nomination ceremony, the stuff over here. They basically all get together at the dining room table, and they get nominated on the memory roll. This over here is the key wheel. We all on Big Brother Twitter still want the key wheel to come back. Basically, each person in succession would remove one of these keys and would have to say, "Oh, Howie, you are safe." And then he would say, "Oh, thank you so much, Janelle." And then he would go and he would pull the next key and he would say, "So-and-so, you are safe." "Oh, thank you so much, Janelle." And it was just so funny to watch that we won it back.
I vaguely remember that. From,
Yes.
whenever my parents would watch it.
Yes, I miss the key wheel so much. It's so awkward. So now they just turn 2 keys and people's faces appear on the wall. Down here, this is what On the Block looks like. These are the 2 nomination chairs, and these are people that are in it. So at this point, Kaser and Janelle are the only 2 people that can go home and receive votes. Okay?
Okay.
Does the nominations now make sense?
Yes.
Cool, because I always think that's the hardest part to understand.
No, pretty easy.
Okay, great. So, these are what have-nots are. Now, they're kind of bullshit now. They really don't matter much. It used to be a competition, like the food competition turned into a have-not competition. Basically what it is it's, are you the privileged for the week or the not privileged for the week? So if you're the not privileged for the week, you take cold showers, you sleep in these weird bedrooms, like these are 2 examples right here. This was like airplane seats. These were like weird saucers. You also have to eat slop, which is this fortified oatmeal up here. It's apparently fucking nasty. I don't know what it tastes like, but apparently it's fucking gross. But yeah, it's stupid now because now they just do a rotation. There is like no competition to see who's going to get it for the week. So I think it's just bullshit. But you do this for a whole week. So for a whole week, you're taking cold showers and eating this shit and sleeping in these rooms.
Damn snowflakes wanted to make it fair for everybody.
Yeah, like, it's stupid. It's honestly stupid. Like, we actually, like, Big Brother producers, I know you're not listening, but if you are, everybody fucking hates the have-nots. They're bullshit at this point, okay? So, this is our next competition. This is called the POV, or the Power of Veto. It is a competition for, I spelled the wrong,
Oh.
for the golden power of veto. I'm gonna leave that.
I was gonna say you could fix it for like the video.
No, I'm gonna leave it.
Okay, that's fine.
This is the golden power of veto down here. The competition is for this. So it allows you to save someone from the block, including yourself. This actually wasn't introduced until season 3. Season 1 is a completely different show. Like, I've actually never seen season 1. It's very reminiscent of what the United Kingdom, I don't know why I didn't just say UK Kingdom. I hate myself. Like, I'm such a bitch. Anyway, so the UK, it's like people vote for who they want, like the audience vote for who they want in and out. And that's kind of what the first season is. The second season, they made it a lot more like Survivor. So they made it a game aspect. So then by season 3, they introduced the golden power of veto. So basically what it is 6 people get to play. It's the HOH, both of the nominees, and then 3 people that are picked by random draw. So each person picks a random name out of a hat. And those are the people that get to play in the veto. If the veto is used, the HOH will renominate someone at the next veto ceremony. So basically, 6 people play for this. Whoever wins it, they can either take somebody off the block or keep them on. depending on what they want to do. They can save themselves, they can save an ally, but the HOH gets to make a renomination. So this is where it gets a little tricky sometimes, because you can save yourself from the block, but then they're going to put your alliance member up and your alliance member might go home.
Yeah.
So it gets a little tricky. I have over here BB Comics. I love BB Comics. I don't care how much people say they hate them. I will always love them. They basically take each cast member and like at the finals, it's usually the final 6 veto, so everybody gets to play in it. Sometimes they do it earlier than that. I think that they should do it at the final 6 so everybody can play, because everybody wants to play in it. So everybody basically gets one of these cool comic books that they make out of like your personality. Like this down here is Michael. He was on last season, and he had like 4 cats. And the running joke on Big Brother Twitter was that the cats were watching him on the television. Like his boyfriend kept posting the cats on Twitter. So that became a whole joke. So Big Brother made his comic book with the cats. So everybody loves
That's
getting
awesome.
these. It's really fun. I think that they're cute. Like, these are some of my favorites. Like, I think that they're so fun. So
Yeah, I'd want one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. After like the season, they all get press packages, and they actually get their comic. Like they actually get like their full-size comic. It's really cool.
Oh,
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, it's really
I love
cool.
that.
So I love it because I think it's such a fun keepsake for them. And so I will always be on the hill of we need to keep BB Comics. So this is also Power Veto. I just wanted to show you guys some more staples because a lot comes with the Power Veto. So the Power of Veto is played on, I think, either Friday or Saturday. And then the veto meeting, I think, is on Monday. Don't quote me on any of that because I don't pay attention to the live feed schedule as much. But we find out early who wins the veto too. So we have special games like the counting game. I couldn't find a real picture of the counting game because it's kind of, you can't. You get like a sample size and then you have to say how many is on this bigger thing. And then like there's other rules that go with it. It's really cool. There are these punishment games, which is basically a bunch of people play a game and a bunch of people come out with punishments. I have a couple of examples of the costume punishments. This is Claire, and she is in she's in this Joker costume. With her thing, she also, every time that they would say something over the loudspeaker, she'd have to throw a deck of cards and then go pick them all up. It's just like, okay. And then this is like another costume example. And then they usually have to do something stupid with it, and it's funny. And then this is OTEV. I just want to let you guys know that OTEV is veto spelled backwards. There are a lot of people that it took a lot of time to realize that. And so I just want to say it's veto backward.
Okay.
I wouldn't have noticed.
But right. And a lot of people don't. So I just like to tell you guys, OTEV is veto backwards. And we call them OVTEV. So these are some examples of OTEV. You basically bring him like a riddle. He gives you a riddle, and then you bring him an offering. And you have to climb up this thing. Everybody gets dirty. It's a lot of fun.
That sounds fun.
So this goes with the back door. This is one of our videos that we have to figure out how to give you guys. So I'm going to set it up, and then I'll give you guys the video. So this is what a back door is. The back door goes with the veto, okay? This guy in this video that I'm going to share with you, he has a clip where he explains what the back door is. This was the first time it was ever used, the video. So they call it the six finger plan, okay?
All
It's
right.
now called the back door.
Okay.
So it is when the HOH nominates 2 pawns or non-targets. So those nomination seats, you're putting your alliance members on, okay? You do not nominate your intended target. They draw to play who plays in the veto, and you hope that the target does not get picked. Now, in the video I'm going to show you, this is when the veto was first around. This was before the backdoor was created. So, whoever the nominees were and whoever HOH were could pick anybody that they wanted. After they made this plan, this 5-finger plan, after this season, they had to start randomly drawing the vetoes. So that's why we randomly draw for names out of a hat now. Okay?
Okay.
So they draw for the name out of the hat, and you hope that your target doesn't get picked. So whoever wins the veto, as long as it's not the target, they'll remove one of the pawns or one of the non-targets, and they'll put the real target in their place. Okay? So now you've not given anybody a way to save themselves that week. So when it was first introduced in season 5, it was to get rid of this guy Jace because he was a strong male. But now it's kind of just what everybody wants to do for some reason. So now it's become a saying where pawns go home. Because there are times where the pawn will go home because the target will somehow save themselves. So you never exactly want to sit on the nomination block because there's always a chance that you're one of the people to go home. Okay?
All right.
I think I explained that pretty well, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I get it.
But let's give you guys the video.
You got bitch slapped.
Yeah.
It got more and more interesting the more it went
I know.
on.
Yeah, I was getting into that.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to show you guys the video, because I think it also does a different thing, like, watching it. You know what I mean? Like, it was different, like, watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I explained it very well, but I think watching it, you really understood what I was talking about.
Definitely.
Yeah, it all like made sense. Came
Yes,
together.
exactly. But, yeah, that, I think, it's one of my favorites. It's... He's so stupid. He's like, yes. And then all of a sudden he's like, fuck.
Yeah, he was like, wait, what?
And was he wrapped in like a fucking like comforter?
Yes.
There when after he figured it out, just shirtless, just
His hair.
Everybody makes fun of his
screams
hair.
like early 2000s.
Yeah. It was early 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to live evictions. They are on Thursdays, and they all vote live to evict one of the two nominees. So they all go into the diary room, and they say, I vote to evict, blah, blah, blah. And then they come out, and then they sit down, and nobody can talk during that time. Like, nobody has any conversations, nobody can say anything. So that's every Thursday. Every Thursday, we also have to deal with Julie Chen fucking Moonves. And just so you guys know, she is Julie Chen fucking Moonves in the PowerPoint as well. I have started this thing. All of my friends do it. All of my friends know about it. Even people that don't watch Big Brother, I send a picture of Julie's outfit to them, and we make fun of it. Okay? Julie Chen Moonves is one of the worst people that have ever stepped foot on this universe. And she deserves to get her outfit made fun of every single time she's on the screen, okay? What I mean by that is you find anything. I don't care if it's her shoes. I don't care if it's her dress. I don't care if it's her hair. I don't care if it's her bracelet. Either fucking way, you make fun of Julie Chen Moonves in some fucking way, okay? I hate her. I hate her. Have I told you guys why
Why?
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, can I
No.
ask why?
I would love to tell you why. I would absolutely love to tell you why. I love to tell people why I hate her. So, Julie Chen Moonves comes on into the show as a nobody, right? And everybody's like, how the fuck did this nobody get this fucking job? You want to know how she got the fucking job? She was fucking Les Moonves. Les Moonves was the CEO of CBS up until 5 years ago. I think 5 years ago. Les Moonves was accused of sexually assaulting people at CBS.
I remember this.
So, Les Moonves allegedly did this. He was never convicted of anything. Nothing's ever come of it. But CBS ousted him, and CBS made him pay a portion of his severance to the Me Too movement, just so we're all clear.
Good.
Right. What he did, not sure, but I just want to say that. Just, it's all alleged. Okay, all alleged.
Yeah.
But I'm going to believe the women because that's the side I usually am going to stand on. Sorry, not sorry about it. And Julie Chen Moonves for the last 20 years had been signing off on Thursday nights from outside the Big Brother house. This is Julie Chen. Have a good night. The week he got fired, the fucking week he got fired, she started signing off. This is Julie Chen Moonves from outside the Big Brother house. The
What?
fucking week, giving a giant middle finger to every one of his victims that accused him, right? Every single person that's ever pretty much convicted somebody of sexual assault, she pretty much gave a middle finger to them too. And so, fuck Julie Chen fucking Moonves. For 20 fucking years, you signed off one way, and the week he got fired, you decided to start using your last name. She has come out and said, oh, well, it was a powerful name, and then it wasn't anymore, and I could use the name. Oh, sure, bitch. Sure. No, you
Yeah.
heard the backlash, and now you're trying to cover your ass, because you want to know what else she decided to do? She decided to quit The View that same fucking week. So
Oh,
those
yeah.
women couldn't hold her feet to the fire. You want to know what else she decided to do that fucking week? Change everything to fucking Julie Chen Moonves, including her Twitter handle, all of that. That summer after Big Brother, she decided that she had a religious awakening and that she loves Jesus now. And she has a podcast about how much she loves Jesus, even though she hadn't mentioned Jesus one time before this, but now she mentioned Jesus so that way she could get herself out of trouble, because boy did she put herself in some trouble. So you want to know what you do when you put yourself in some trouble? Use religion. And that is
Yep.
why I hate Julie Chen motherfucking Moonves. If you want to be religious, go for it. I don't have a problem with it. But don't fucking use it so people can't ask you questions about why your husband raped people.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Big time fucker.
Big time fuck her.
Yeah.
Big time fuck her.
I'm looking at her Instagram right now, and there's lots to make fun
Yes.
of.
Carson Kressley was on Celebrity Big Brother 3. He was on Queer Eye for the Straight Guy all those years ago. He's the judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. He had an interview with her on her podcast after the Big Brother season. I'm guessing he couldn't say no to her. So he had to go on her God-loving podcast. He changed his Skype name to Carson Kressley Moonves, and he had some kind of, I forget what his shirt was, but it was something about him being gay. And that's what he put on her Jesus podcast.
I love it.
And I love Carson Kressley because of that. Carson Kressley, if there was one thing you could have done to make me love you, it was that.
It's beautiful.
And so that is why we fucking hate Julie Chen Moonves. Thank you.
All right. I agree.
Yes. Usually when I explain it like that, people usually agree. She actually just
Yeah.
said something in an interview where she's like, oh, people love me. If the fans didn't love me, then I wouldn't be here anymore. And I was like, oh, I guess you haven't seen all the tweets about why I hate you. Okay.
Guess
So
I
now-
gotta send twice as many.
Yeah. So, okay. Okay. So now I guess you just won't hear this podcast either, right? Okay. But they do have the live evictions on Thursdays because they're live, it's live feeds, so they have to tell us who gets eliminated with the house. Otherwise, it would be spoiled too, and then what's the point of watching the show?
Yeah.
At that point. So that's
I do have a question.
okay.
So is each episode basically a condensed version of the week?
No.
Or- Okay.
So it's split up. So we'll talk about that a little bit more when I get to the schedule because I lay it out for you a little bit more. So they
Okay.
break the week up into the 3 episodes a week.
Okay, so there's 3 episodes a week. Gotcha.
Yes. Yes, and I will explain it to you a little bit more when we get there.
Okay. That part was just confusing me, so I figured I'd ask.
So, how do you win? No problem. So, there is this thing called a jury, and it's literally a jury of your peers. And it's literally the jury of people that were in the Big Brother house with you. So, jury starts at about 4 weeks in. So, for the first 4 weeks, those people just go home, back out into the real world. They just get to go back out into their real lives. They literally leave the house and they go
Okay.
home. Jury, they get sequestered in a house. That's where they all come together They talk about the game. They decide who should win the game, who's playing the best game. They're now talking about sequestering the people away from each other. I think that's fucking stupid. In a real jury, everybody talks about what's going on with each other.
Yeah.
That's part of the game. Part of the game is you have to earn the respect of people while you vote them out to want to vote for you. So did Paul play a better game? Yes. You guys don't know who Paul is. I didn't put Paul in any of this. Paul's a bully. I like Paul, but Paul's a bully. So Paul is out here and he lost twice in a row by 1 vote. It was glorious. It was actually really fucking funny. He doesn't like to relive it. I don't blame him. So Paul was in the house, and basically people said that he shouldn't win. And they were saying that because the people weren't sequestered, that everybody started bad-mouthing him. And it's like, well, you voted these people out, and you put a bad taste in their mouth, and now they don't respect you, so why would they vote for you? You have to vote people out in a way where they're going to respect you to play the game afterward. They don't sequester people in Survivor and Ponderosa either, because that's part of the fucking game. It's part of the fucking game. That's how I see it. You have to get people to vote for you.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm not for that whole sequester people away from each other. I also like the jury house little segments that they give us. I think they're cute. So basically the final 2 that make it to the very end, they vote all the people out, and the finale night is the final 3 people. The final 2 people sit in front of them on finale night and live plead their case on why they should win. They recently changed the prize amount from $500,000 to $750,000. I personally think that they should get $1 million because they're locked in a house for 3 months. I think that you should just shell out the extra money and stop being fucking cheap. So this is what finale night looks like. This is when Rachel Riley won. This is Rachel Riley winning. This was the first person I ever saw win. I love Rachel Riley. A lot of people don't. I love her. I actually deleted the stuff about Rachel because I didn't want this to go on too long, so I deleted all the stuff about her, but I love her. But this is when they emerge for the first time. They get hit with confetti. It's fun. This is the jury sitting there on finale night. And then this is finale night when they announce who wins America's Favorite Player. So then they're all together at the very end. There is like a jury segment where like they question people and they talk about it. They usually bring the peer jury people back. It's like a whole thing that they do on finale night. So now we have the live feeds and Twitter. So there are literally cameras that watch them 24/7. It's actually incredibly fucking creepy. Okay, I find that so fucking creepy, okay? So I'm going to tell you that we do not watch them, okay? We watch the competitions, or if there's like a big fight going on or something going on, I will get like an update on my Twitter, and then like I'll go like watch the fight. But like other than that, I'm not sitting there watching these people 24/7, okay?
That was always like my biggest issue with the show was the fact like you can watch them anytime.
It's creepy.
And I'm like, I don't like that
like
at all.
in the middle of the night when they're asleep, you can watch them.
Yeah.
It's weird. So this is why Twitter and Big Brother live harmoniously together, because there are Twitter accounts that give us daily updates, so we don't have to watch the live feeds, and we can know what's going on and like gameplay that's being talked about without actually tuning in. This is who we follow. It's Big Brother Daily. It's at BB_updates. Thank you for your service. I appreciate you. They'll literally sit there and give us updates so we don't have to. Okay. So this is what the live feeds look like, though. This is like if you just want to watch one camera, and this is what like 4 cameras look like. If you have like Paramount Plus, we can watch them. But like I said, we don't really watch them. We let other people watch them, and we think them. Okay. Because I find it creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also don't have time for that.
Yeah. So. This person does. Thank you.
Thank you for having no life.
Yes. So.
Thank you, BB_updates.
I am going to show you guys the seasons that you should watch and things that you should know. This is not everything that you should know. because I didn't want it to go on forever because there's a lot I could tell you about. There's 25 seasons, but we're not doing all that.
We'll save some of that for off air.
Right. So, first up, season 6, which is a great season. This picture is the best competition. It's called a pressure cooker. And basically, you had to hold your finger on a button and stand inside this box. And it went on for like 12 hours.
And what did the button do?
Nothing. You just had to keep your button on. You just had to keep your finger on the button.
Oh, like you had to keep it like pressed down
Yeah.
for the whole 12 hours?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Can you switch fingers?
Nope. Well, they could, and then at a certain point, they told them that they couldn't anymore.
Mm.
And then they also were like sitting and like crouching down, and then at a certain point, they told them that they only had to stand. But
I would hate this.
yes, but it was phenomenal to watch because they all started going crazy. And what makes this so great is this little girl over here. Her name is Jennifer. Jennifer makes a deal with this guy, Kaser. Now, Kaser had already been eliminated from the house, and this very episode, he got voted back in by America, and now he's in the house again. And so Jennifer said, Kaser, we won't eliminate you. If you give me HOH, I want to see my family. And he's like, no, I can't do that. And she's like, come on. Convinces him to let go of the fucking button after like fucking like 12 hours. What does she do? Nominate Kaser.
Shut up!
Love that.
I know. What does she do? Nominate Kaser. What happens that very week on Thursday? Kaser goes home.
Wow.
Kaser.
Just because the viewers want you here doesn't mean we do.
Yep. And so what makes this season so great was the twist this season. In the early seasons, they always had a twist. That season 5 with the back door that we watched, they had a really fucked up twist where they had these twins come in. And because of that, they also had Nokomis, who came up with the plan. They had her long-lost brother come in that she had no idea about. Her dad didn't even know that he had a son out there. And they put it on the show. It's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! What?
Yeah. It's so fucked up. Like they got a letter that they read on camera. And it was like, you have a secret brother. I had no idea that he was alive. Like, all of this shit. And, like, threw him in a house together. Locked him in. And they were there together until, like, the final 4 or final 6 or something. Insane.
That's awful.
Insane.
Oh my
Well, they never
gosh.
wanted to vote each other out. Because at that point, you're like, I can't vote out my sister. I can't vote out my brother. Like,
I could. I don't fucking know you.
I don't fucking know you, but you're my brother. Like,
I'd also have no problem voting my
phenomenal.
brother out. And, yeah.
So, the thing of this season, the twist was that everybody had a secret duo that was in the house. So, like, Jennifer's partner was April here. And, Howie somewhere over here. Howie's over here. Rachel was his partner. So they all had, like, secret partners in the house with them. So because of that, it created a fully split house where there were 2 alliances fighting at each other each week. So Jennifer, coming back to the story, Jennifer was on a different alliance from Kaser.
Uh-oh.
So why did Kaser let go of the button? I don't fucking know. So, just a fun fact about Kaser. Kaser has played 3 times, okay? He has played 3 times. He played in this season, he came back for All-Stars, and he came back for the second All-Stars, okay? He has never made it to jury.
Oh.
Okay. So, this is also, I wanted to bring up this season too, because this is where the Sovereign 6 Alliance comes in. That comes back in season 7, which I'm going to talk about next. And this is where the alliance started. They were all on the season together. So Kaser's there, Janelle is there, Howie is there, who's somewhere over here, and James was there. So the 4 of them had an alliance in season 7 because they were all on the season together and were all in an alliance together. The cool thing about the season 7 All-Stars was America got to vote certain people in. So the day of, they got to find out who was going into the house and who America voted them in. the second All Stars that they did, it was just entitled people that got to come. And it ended up turning into shit.
Love that.
The second All Stars is by far the worst season of Big Brother. And the funny thing is, season 7 is probably the best season of Big Brother. So, this is season 6. Season 6, this girl Maggie, who's somewhere in here as well, she's who win. Maggie literally won and has disappeared. Nobody has any clue what is going on with Maggie. Maggie won and left. Like,
Good for
good
Maggie.
for fucking
love that for her.
Maggie. Yes, good for fucking Maggie. She quite literally disappeared. So, the one person that we're going to talk about is Janelle. Janelle has played 4 times. She got 3rd on this season. She got 3rd the next season. And then she got taken out before jury when she played her 2 other times, which was season 14 and season 22, which was Flop Stars. That's what we call it. So she was on both All Stars. And she was on the good All Stars, and she was on the terrible All Stars. So this is Janelle. This is also one of the videos. I don't know if we're going to watch the whole thing, but I want you guys to get like a gist of it.
Okay.
So kind of watch it until you don't want to watch it anymore, and then we'll all convene.
Do you have like a general like idea of when to stop?
No, just to get a general idea of who she is.
Okay.
Because she is a competition beast. Okay, so up until recently, she actually also held a record for the most amount of veto wins in a single season. She holds records. She is a boss.
I mean, if you play 4 times, like, you better have some fucking records at
Yes.
that point.
But she's never won.
Never won, unfortunately. She got 3rd twice. 2 times in a row, she got 3rd. Really unfortunate. So she was nominated 6 times in season 6. And then 5 times she was... I don't know what I was trying to say in the sentence. I have no fucking idea.
Times nominated 6 and then 5 times literally every other week.
I think what I wanted to say was 6 times in season 6 and 5 times in season 7. And it was literally like she was nominated every other week.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what I wanted to say, and that's what I'm going to go with. Because it was literally she was nominated every other week, and she would either win the veto or she would win the head of households. So right now, she actually holds the record for the most amount of individual competition wins in a single season with 9. She won 4 head of households, and she won 5 vetoes. Okay? She won almost all of the head of households and almost all of the vetoes.
God damn.
Yes, like she is a beast. Yeah, so that's just like, so when she's like, give me that key, bitch, Jenny like literally threw it in the fucking...
I saw that.
So that was right after they all just voted Kaser out. So when she like nominated Jennifer, like that was like literally the same day that they just voted Kaser out.
Love that.
Yes.
I love Janelle. Like,
I know.
immediately.
I love her. So she is big in the Big Brother Twitter community still. Like, she tweets all the time. So you'll, like, see tweets from Janelle. Like, I love Janelle. Janelle here, this was her in All-Stars. And she got she pretty much hates this girl, Nicole. And Nicole, like, uninvited her from her wedding in, like, the goodbye messages. And Janelle answers with, like, Julie Chen was like, well, how does it make you feel? And she goes, well, we had a cheer competition that weekend anyway. Meaning her daughter. Like, she's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, oh, it was so funny. So, I love Janelle. I wanted you guys to get, like, a sense of who Janelle was. Because she's on Big Brother Twitter a lot. So, I wanted you guys to, like, understand her. But where she, like, throws the key is, like, an iconic moment.
That was great.
Yeah.
I love her.
That and the I choose to evict, nominate.
Yeah.
And then I loved when she said, someone,
Yes.
you're beautiful.
Maggie, you're such
Maggie,
a
you're a
bitch.
bitch.
It's too good. It's just too good. So, lucky for us, Janelle got to come back in season 7, so we didn't have to not see her again.
Yay.
So if you guys only watch one season, like go back and watch one season, make it All Stars season 7.
Okay.
It is so good. For so many reasons. Janelle is there, Mike Boogie is there, Dr. Will is there, Erica is there, Howie's there, Marcellus is there. You don't know half these people, but it's a great time. So Dr. Will Kirby was going to win twice, so he made a Chilltown alliance with Mike Boogie back in season 2. Dr. Will Kirby...
Chilltown Alliance.
Yes, Chilltown.
Okay.
They had shirts. They had shirts.
Love that.
Okay.
Yes. So anyway, so they have an alliance. They actually had a really strong friendship too. They were on season 2 together and became really good friends because of Chilltown. They owned a restaurant together at this point.
Called Chilltown?
No, I don't remember what the restaurant was, but they owned a restaurant at this point together. But they're no longer friends. A couple years ago, Mike ended up threatening him and his family, Dr. Will Kirby and his family. And there was a lawsuit and a restraining order, and they're not friends anymore. This just happened like a couple years ago, and they have been friends since season 2. So I don't know what the fuck happened, but Mike Boogie might have been going crazy.
I mean, with a name like Mike Boogie.
His name is
I'm looking up
something
Mike
else, but
Boogie.
his nickname is Boogie.
Yeah.
I don't know what his fucking real name is, to be honest with you. But Dr. Will Kirby won in season 2, and he was going to win this season. But Janelle and Erica was dating Mike Boogie, and Janelle and Will Kirby were in like a flirting relationship. So they were going to eliminate each other until they spoke to each other. And they said, oh, they're playing us. And so with the final 4, Janelle, over here, wins the veto. She's winning the veto right here. She wins the veto. And because it's at the final 4, the thing about the final 4 veto is she becomes the only person who can evict somebody because she takes herself off the block. Erica gets nominated. Or no, it was Will gets nominated in her spot. And she has the sole vote to evict. And you want to know who she evicts? Will. She evicts Will.
Beautiful.
And so then the 2 girls were going to win, like, bring each other. But then they realized that they couldn't bring each other because they weren't going to win. They thought that they would win against Mike Boogie. And Mike Boogie ended up winning. And Mike Boogie won the season. And that was how that fairy tale ended. But for a minute there, they did vote out Will.
I can't get over just all of the words on this slide.
I know.
Mike,
Chilltown.
yeah, Mike Boogie, Chilltown.
Chilltown. Wait till you see the next slide. But I have to show you this because this is why this season is so good. You are going to watch the Dr. Will veto meeting, okay?
Okay.
To set it up, Will is going home, okay? Chicken George. That's real. Chicken George.
What the fuck?
Chicken George. Wins the veto.
Now my favorite guy.
Yes, wait till you see him. He wins the veto. And so, I'm just going to leave it at that.
Chicken George.
I looked up, I wanted to see what Mike Boogie looked like, and I look it up, and there's a U.S. Weekly article about him. Former Big Brother winner Mike Boogie Malin arrested for DUI and drug possession.
Yes.
Sounds about right.
Yes, that was around the time where he threatened.
Will is a fucking
was
sociopath.
Isn't he?
Also, I love
That
Chicken
was-
George just as much as I thought I would.
Yes.
So, that is Dr. Will Kirby. You get it.
Sociopath.
He is. So his first season 2, he literally said, I'm going to lie to you all. And he lied to every single one of them. And he was like, inside of here is circuits and wires. Circuits and wires?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Not wrong.
I can see
how funny. Okay, so those like phone calls that they did at the bottom, like the very end, like Boogie and him were like in the diary room together. They don't let people do diary rooms together anymore, but they did those phone calls all the time. Like that was like
Love
their
that.
thing. But yeah, no, how funny was that?
That was amazing.
I'm gonna need you
that was
to
hilarious.
get me a couple votes to stay, and he just started laughing. Like what are you
As soon as he stood up and was like, "I hate all of you," I was like, "I feel
That
this."
was hilarious.
Oh, it's so funny. And then he gets to stay. It's so funny. So this is Dr. Will. Dr. Will. He is literally a plastic surgeon. He's quite literally a doctor. He literally
He did not age well.
when they said in season 2, what are you going to do with the money? And he's like, this is just fun money. I'm going to buy all my friends gold chains, like a yacht. like just an asshole. So he won in season 2 despite being nominated every single week. And this was before POV was in the game. So there was no veto. So he was just on the block every single week, and everybody went home who was sitting next to him. So the reason that I wanted to tell you about him is because he's still really relevant. Everybody still talks about him. He is like the greatest Big Brother player still in existence. And he usually hosts the jury roundtable, which is when the jury like literally has like they all come together. The person who was eliminated in 4th comes in and they all sit there and talk. And he's usually the host of that. So these are really funny. Do you want to watch this? We don't really have to. But this is them, like, this is all the phone calls.
It's up to you.
It's really funny. It's more so, do you want to watch something that's funny?
Yeah, always.
Okay, it's like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine then.
It's like 2 minutes. Yeah.
It's like, it's
All like
very,
the silences and stuff are getting cut anyways, so
yeah, it's very funny. It was
that was
funny.
fucking funny.
That was funny.
Okay, yeah, so that's always really funny. I just think that's so funny. So then in season 14, he also came back with Janelle, and Brittany gave him like a goodbye message for Janelle, and it was like on one of the phone calls, and she's like, Janelle, is that you? Wow, yeah, no, I just eliminated Mike Boogie. You want to talk to him? It was so funny. So yeah, that's like a running joke too. The next season is season 10. Season 10 doesn't have any twists, doesn't have any returning players, even though Dan's picture is from the second time that he played. But this is a perfect example of like what we want. Like a bunch of people yelling at each other, okay? So Dan over here is one of the greatest Big Brother players of all time. He won this season. He came back for season 14 and got second. We're going to talk about 14 next, because that's also Dan's funeral, and that's something. So Jerry calls him Judas, and then there's Keisha's birthday. I think we only need to watch one of them. I think that we should watch Keisha's birthday.
Okay.
Okay.
This is very funny. You guys can skip around too. Like this one, don't skip like you can like skip around, but don't like skip like big chunks, because this whole thing was 2 hours long. Okay, so when you're watching this, they were screaming at each other like this for 2 hours.
God damn.
Okay. It was a fight that quite literally involves everybody except for Dan. Dan was the only one that wasn't yelling at each other. So everybody like hates each other on this season, okay?
Love that.
Yes. So it's very funny. We still talk about Keisha's birthday.
God damn.
Isn't it so
That
funny?
was great.
So fucking funny.
This is like what I love about
That's
Big Brother. That's why I
hilarious.
wanted to show you guys this one more. So Jerry is the old guy, and he's the one that goes to Dan, you'll always be Judas to me. So that's what that video is. So I always think that Keisha's birthday is so much better because it's just so funny. So This is what is so good about season 10 though. They watched people yell at each other like that for 2 hours.
Love that.
So season 14 and Dan's funeral. Dan Giesling is the best Big Brother player to ever exist on the planet. So I'm going to set it up for you, and then you're just going to watch the video. I can't explain it. You have to really see it.
Okay.
There's a special coming on. I think it's this Wednesday, and oh my God, it's tonight. And it's basically all about Big Brother through the years. And they talk about Dan's funeral. That's how relevant it still is 11 years later.
Nice.
So, this guy, Frank, is actually a new member of Chilltown because Boogie was on this season. So, Frank is HOH, and Dan's his target, and they're going to backdoor Dan. Dan's going home. So, Dan might be on the block, I'm not sure, they'll tell us. But they have the POV, and Frank, cheats. They're not supposed to tell each other answers, and he tells this girl, Brittany, an answer. So he gets eliminated. So Jen then wins the veto. And Jen, up until this point, hadn't done anything, but she's in an alliance sort of with Frank. So if Frank tells her to use the veto, she will. Now, the other thing is that this guy, Ian, had found a second veto as a twist this week. So right now, Jen and Ian have a veto. Frank is HOH, and he wants to get rid of Dan. So this POV ended up being one of those punishment vetoes I was telling you about, and Dan ends up getting solitary confinement for 24 hours. And he goes in, and he thinks of a plan, and Dan probably should have won this season. Ian's the one who actually ends up winning this season, and Dan probably should have won. And a couple years later, everybody was like, yeah, I was pretty bitter.
And they actually put him in solitary confinement?
Yeah, he was in the have-not room, by himself for 24 hours.
God damn.
Yeah. But it ended up being a blessing because it's what saved him. He was dead man walking. Yeah, so that's Dan's funeral. You kind of, have to watch it to, also understand what he did. But yeah, that's why Dan, probably should have won. But because he, swore on his ring and, on his grandfather's chain and stuff, it made people, have a bad taste in their mouth, so they were very bitter, so they didn't vote for him.
Understandable.
Yeah. So they voted for Ian to win. But yeah, Dan is one of the greatest players to ever play. So we're going to talk about Dan. There's a couple other people, but I don't really care about them. I'm sure people are oh, I can't believe you didn't talk about Derek. It's I don't really give a fuck about Derek. Yeah, those are
Derek.
We don't give
I
a
think
fuck
those
about
seasons
Derek.
are better. So this is the schedule. So Sundays are the HOH competition. Wednesdays are the veto. I have Tuesdays in parentheses because during the fall, this is switching to Tuesdays because of Survivor and The Amazing Race.
Okay.
And then Thursdays are staying with the live evictions. It's, I think, 8 p.m. And then I'm pretty sure Thursdays are 9 p.m., but it might be 8 p.m. on Thursdays too. They will tell us the times. At the end of the episode, the voiceover guy will say join us on Thursday at 9 p.m. to see who goes home or whatever.
And whenever you say 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., you mean Eastern,
Yes,
right?
the times will be different for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it's in Eastern. So this would be
Yeah.
So I guess Thursdays would be
7.
7 o'clock live evictions. I don't know how that works, actually. I've never been faced with this decision. I wonder if the evictions still happen at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, because it's live, right?
Yeah, so I wonder if it still gets shown to you guys.
Yeah, we just watch it an hour. We watch it at
Yeah,
the same
that's
time
right.
as you.
Yeah, so we
We're
have to
just an
check
hour
that out because
earlier.
that might be the case. But
And
Sundays...
is it available on Paramount right after?
No, it's not
Or-
available until midnight.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
so we have
otherwise
to
you have to wait
watch it
until
live if
midnight.
we want to watch it that night.
Okay.
And sometimes at midnight they don't show up because Paramount
Okay.
sucks. So sometimes they don't show up until 5. Yeah, so it might not even be
Love
until
that.
the next day that you can
Oh.
watch it. So that's why I watch it live all the time. Because also, I gotta be honest, if I miss one of these live, I sometimes don't go back.
Gotcha.
Because I already know what happens. But because we're doing this, I'll probably go back.
Yeah.
But so the
Okay.
thing is that it's a spoiler show because it's a live show. We know about who HOH is, who won the Power of Veto, and who the nominations are early. It's just the way we watch it. You still watch the show to see like the competitions, to see like conversations that maybe you didn't see, stuff like that. It's also a reason that I don't really watch the live feeds like that, because if I'm watching the live feeds like that, why am I going to watch the episodes like that?
Yeah.
So I'd rather watch the episodes, so that's also why that happens for me. The only thing that's not a spoiler is who goes home. It's the only thing. So this is the schedule. This is what we're doing.
All right.
And that's it. Thank you guys so much for coming to my PowerPoint.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you so much.
Yay!
It was a very well put together PowerPoint.
Thank you so much. Yeah, but that's Big Brother. Do you guys have any questions?
No, you did a good job.
Thank you. Just so you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure
When we start
when
watching, I'll
like
have
they'll
questions.
probably say names and you'll probably have to be like, who the fuck is that? Yeah, there are videos
us
that I've been
recap
sending you guys on
videos.
TikTok a little bit of like old funny moments that like now might make more sense to you now that you have all the rules.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's what I'm hoping for. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait.
Same.
I'm excited.
I know.
was
I
really
tried to
getting
show
sucked
you
into
guys.
them.
got me excited.
I tried to show you guys like good videos. I was like, I think the Janelle one was the only one that was like kind of boring, but I was like, I have to show you like Janelle.
I mean, it was entertaining. It just we weren't gonna watch the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah. And then some of them were like really long, and it's like, okay, like let me like go ahead of them and see if I can like find times to change. Because like Dan's funeral, like there's a lot of like lull in the middle.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I hope that this season's a lot of fun. There are rumors that there's like legends, so there might be returning players, but there might not be. We haven't
cool.
gotten even a leaked cast list yet, so we're not sure at all.
Yeah.
We usually actually find out a week before, and with the air date, what everybody thought was literally in a week from today. So we should be expecting the cast list like literally anytime.
As soon as we get off this call, probably.
Yeah. So that was our first bonus episode. We hope you guys enjoyed it. It's just like our regular episodes, just different. So, we are going to have this like on all of our regular platforms and everything like we usually do. But we did just make a YouTube. It is called it's Hot Garbage Pod, right? That's our thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Yep. Same as everything else.
so it's Hot Garbage Pod still. And we're gonna upload the PowerPoint and like our voiceover and like give you guys a little video on there. In the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We started posting TikToks again. We're figuring out the TikTok. It's fine.
Yep.
Nobody's really listening to us anyway. It's fine.
It'll be more consistent eventually.
Eventually, we're going to get the hang of it, guys. But you can follow us on there. Like I said, we have the YouTube now. And keep an eye out for that. You can subscribe to us, rate and review us, follow us. And thank you guys for listening. And as always, stay trashy.